So let's go over and do one more very quick kind of session on each of them. So one more round. I will wait with this one because it's not totally dry. And this one is not dry, so I'll do one of these two. Let's see. Let's start with this one. So here last little thing we did was just some stenciling marks. And so what I will do now is another thing that I love doing, and you've seen me been doing that for quite many times. I'll see if I have a black pen actually. Maybe I'll do it with a Stabilo. Oh, why not? If I had a sharpen one. Okay, so I will actually go over and do some writing, and this is also something, and I won't write anything in particular. I will just kind of random marks rather than writing. And when I do it with my Stabilo All, I can write it and then move it around a bit. Cool. Okay, so I will just spray a little bit of water on it. Let it activate and then pull some of it off. Love that. I will actually put some collage over here as well, because I just felt like getting some more light into the upper corner here. So I'll put a little bit of collage in, and this was something I just felt like. I love the light down here, and I would like that up there as well. So I'll put a couple of these in, and also will be super quick. No. So I have to go over this once more, I guess. Like that. Cool. Good. I'll let this, see if this will be able to dry before we go to the next one, or before we end. Okay, cool. I think I will go over with some really dark marks on top of this, and I will do that with my Stabilo All again. So I will just follow the marks again and kind of go over here. So with so don't worry about if you like it or not. I'm saying that 100 times, I know, but I really think it's hard, and I find it hard as well. I'm like, I don't really like these flowers. No, but stay with them, just do something with them. Maybe we should have some kind of because they might become something you like, or you might like something small about them. The position of them, the shape of them, the color, doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be good. It's really, really not cool. I kind of like the flowers now. I didn't before. I don't really like the lines here, so I might what should I do? If I have the stencil that I used before, I could use that here again, or I could just go over with a bit of this white again. So we have white here, or we could just do the same, these lines again. I'll grab my, now this one is wet, so it will be a bit harder to get a good kind of stenciling, but I will do them a little bit similar to what's done here. So I will kind of do squares. Can we do that? Look at that. Good, I like that. So it's not lines, it's similar to what's there before. And the thing with adding things and getting things you don't like, and then add on top of it instead of deleting them, you get this really kind of soulful result, because it's not a perfect thing on top. All the stuff below is also coming through. I love that. That's what I really think is soul in our art. And for this, I did the lines and I did some stenciling, and then I'm done. So I'll put this away. I think I have to do a third round as well. I feel like I want to do something more on this. I'll let it dry, and let's see if this one has been, it's almost dry now. I will leave it a little bit longer. So let's do this one then. Oh, love the look collage here. So what I will do on this one, I will actually use my ivory white on this. I will not use complete white, but I will use my ivory white, and I'll put a little bit ivory white. Oops, there we go. Okay. And on this one, I will use a method that you have probably seen me doing before, with using my palette knife, but I will also add a bit of patterns on top of this. So you can either kind of cut patterns out of paper, I mean flowers or whatever. You can use masking tape and tape it on. I can't do that now actually, because this is too wet, so I will actually pull it up if I put the masking tape on. So I will do it with paper instead, and I will just do long lines. So I'm ripping some patterns. I'll do some squares as well. And I love these ripped edges. Okay. And then I will put them on here like this. And I will kind of use these as stencils. Where should I put it? There. And then I have a smaller square here. And one here. Okay, so this is some kind of stencil or masking tape, and then I will actually not go, you could go over with a sponge, and you can get this pattern that you have put on top. I will show you what is happening, but I will even use another way of getting patterns. So I will use my palette knife, and I will hold these down and just put a little bit of paint over. And I love these random marks. So now I have no idea what it will look like, because I have my masking bits, and I have my palette knife, so it's not perfect. Here's some DNA, some here. And it will just be a few kind of marks. I need some more paint. And then I pull these off. Cool. And if there is somewhere, I'll put a little bit more on here. And I will pull some places off. For example, here. It's just another way to get marks in different places. Where's my spray bottle? Cool. Love that. And if you use the masking tape, it will be much more clear, of course. This took 3 minutes, 2 minutes, not much. Love that dark there. I will go with this one as well. One more time. I think I will have time to do that. So this one is almost done. So this one, you can see how the pink, the marks of the resist have made them into patterns. I love that kind of pattern, very random. And so I will go over all of the pieces actually with a little bit of dark and light, just to get that contrast in as well, as I always love that at the end. So I will have my dark on here. A little bit of black, a little bit of Van Dyke, and just put a little bit at the bottom here. also something that can be done in a very short little not setting, a short little sitting. Put some dark on and put some white on. I will just do this with some dots here. If I have my little and it's not that they have to become ready or done. That's not what I'm after. I'm after the short kind of sitting for each card, and exploring of different kinds of way of adding marks. Okay, I think this one is done. And then I have this one, and what I will do, I will actually add some light up here as I wanted. For some reason it's so I won't use the white, but I will use the ivory white here. This one already have a lot of dark and contrast and light, so it doesn't have to be much on this card. Some light up here. And some light down here. Cool. Love that little card. And then we do, where's my third card? Or fourth card? Here it is. Cool. So let's add some dark and light to this one as well. So what I will do is I'll add some real dark up here where it is already dark. And some dark here. Just kind of filling out dark where there is already dark, almost. Also very. And the thing is that when you do this in very short session, everything will be dry. Not like now for me, where everything is really wet all the time. You might do this over kind of a week's time or something. Just sit down for a very short little thing. And you don't even have to do all the cards at once. You can do one card, 5 minutes. Cool. That's cool. Okay, and which one? This one. Let's do some dark and light here as well. So I will make these dark parts really dark, get some real contrast in there. Cool. See the circle here? Do I have a circle? Yeah, I do. Why don't I do some more circles on here as well? Get inspired by what was already there. Maybe I should do the big one. not really becoming better, but it doesn't matter. It's just something different. And I can continue forever, not in this session, but I will. When I pick up these cards next time, I will definitely. Why don't I do white ones as well? I think I kind of ruined this card. Doesn't matter. I can go over with the collage again. Not sure what I'm... So I don't like it, so I'll just continue and see what happens. Maybe something comes out that I like eventually. Let's do some... I think I'll leave it. Why don't I do a dark kind of border around this? So play, just do. And if it becomes not as kind of something you like, just continue. It's just a piece of paper with some collage on. I loved the collage when it was the collage. I don't like it any longer. But now I can really play because it doesn't matter. Why don't I do something crazy and just put some orange on top of it? See if I can. See if I can get this to dry a little bit before we end the session. Okay, so my whole point with this little exercise is to inspire you to actually have something to play on that doesn't really matter, that doesn't take a long time, that doesn't have to become anything, that doesn't take a lot of space, and especially not a lot of time and preparation. Or so try it. Try to have a couple of pieces or an art journal for the festive time, kind of Christmas, New Year, and give yourself a little bit of time to just play. I'll see if I have, do I have something? I can put it on this one so you can see it a little bit better. It's not white, but it's at least not a lot of pattern. So would have been fun to, or I should have gone over this one again, but doesn't matter. Look at these different, very different fun. I should have it this way. So now I've been playing for 40 minutes or something. I've changed them completely. They are still not anything particular, but maybe I found things that I really like. I really like the dark and the orange with the white that's coming through. I don't really like the patterns. I kind of like the flowers up here with the stalks down as a kind of a composition. I really like the writing, and I know that, so that's what I do quite often. This resist, it's hard to see it. I can see it really well because I can see the matte and the shiny, but it's a fun way to put patterns on and to play with. And I will continue with these maybe, or they will just be stuck into a book somewhere, or they won't be sent off, I don't think, because they are kind of not really good to put an address on. But yeah, play around.